Am I afraid of another government confiscation of physical precious metals? No. But I do think there is a looming government threat to your silver and gold right now. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching Yankee Stacking. I'm going to make you aware of that threat and what to do about it later on in this video. But first, why don't I fear a physical confiscation? For those of you not aware of what President Franklin Delano Roosevelt did back in 1933, suffice it to say that under the pretext of a national emergency, he issued an executive order making it illegal for U.S. citizens to own gold. By the way, he also passed a similar executive order in 1934 to seize all silver found in the continental United States. Not sure if you knew that. But with the gold confiscation, it basically forced people to sell their gold at a very low official price set by the government. They basically and very blatantly stole wealth from Americans. And if you didn't comply with the mandate, you could be severely punished. Wow. That sounds eerily familiar now, doesn't it? Mandate, executive order, severely punished. Anyway, okay, let's get back to the gold confiscation. So there was a fine, okay, of over $200,000 in today's money, and or up to 10 years in prison. Pretty stiff. But would they do this again? I said no. Now don't think I trust our federal government, okay? I don't, not one stinking bit. And I know most of you don't either. I get a lot of emails and comments thinking, oh no, this is going to happen again. And of course, I love getting those classic comments in the video comment section. Oh, well, guess what? Seems like I've experienced one of those boating accidents, Yankee. Okay, no. I don't think a physical confiscation will ever happen again. And I'm going to give you really quick the three reasons why. I'm going to just fire off. The first one, it was a completely different day, different economy back in 1933. Okay, we were on the gold standard. Our currency was backed by gold. A physical confiscation was one of the most effective methods back then to control spending and our money supply. Newsflash, nothing backs our currency now. They can spend and print all they want. Second thing, today only a fraction of the U.S. population owns gold and silver. I mean, really small. The vast majority of Americans have never even seen a gold or silver eagle, much less hold it in their pockets like they did regularly back then. And finally, it just ain't worth it. If the government, or should I say, when the government wants to confiscate your wealth, they'll do it the easy way. Okay, they're going to continue to debase the currency by printing money. That will steal your wealth. They might pass a wealth tax. They've talked about that in the past. They may change the rules on retirement accounts. I'll come back to that one in a little bit. They can launch a bank bail-in like, Cyprus did years ago. Heck, they could simply steal it directly from all the online accounts you have. Okay, it's just bits on a computer. The Fed can take it anytime they want to. And just wait until they launch their central bank digital currencies. It's a whole new ballgame then. So no, stop fearing a 21st century physical gold and silver confiscation. In my opinion, it's possible, but I put the odds at less than 1%. However, there is something I see as much more likely and a lot more easy for the government to do when it comes to our gold and silver. It would be simple to do as well. And here's the kicker. They've done it more recently with a different commodity, and that is tax your profits on gold and silver. Back in 1980, I was a freshman in high school. Congress passed the Crude Oil Windfall Profit Tax Act, which taxed up to 70% of windfall profits of U.S. oil producers. It was a completely arbitrary tax passed by politicians to attack profits they didn't like. It was signed into law by Jimmy Carter. So if the price of gold and silver explodes, just be prepared for Congress to go after your capital gains in a new and massive way. I don't know, maybe they'll call it the Gold and Silver Windfall Profit Tax Act, or the Commodities Fair Share Windfall Tax Act, whatever. But can you imagine a tax of 70% or 80% or more on profits made on gold and silver? Horrible. So, what can you do? Well, first of all, keep quiet and anonymous as much as possible about your precious metals. I'm sure I'm going to get comments in this video saying, well, Yankee, shoot, you're showing your gold and silver all the time. Yeah, I know. I try to stay under the radar as much as possible. I like to purchase my gold and silver with cash as much as possible, and I try to stay anonymous, so I don't even show my face on my channel. Number 2, think long and hard about how you plan on selling your gold and silver in the future. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, I'm a prepper stacker, and I don't ever plan on selling my precious metals. I plan on either passing them down to my children if everything just keeps going the way it's going and it doesn't all, go sideways, or I will barter with it, exchange it on a gray or black market. I hope I never, ever have to do that. And third, this is a little bit more controversial, but consider a precious metals Roth IRA. I make use of Equity Trust Company as my alternative investment and gold and silver IRA custodian. Bonus, there's a really cool link in the description if you want to check them out and save some money if you open an account with them. You basically fund your Roth IRA with after-tax savings, and any future capital gains or income that you make from your investments in that account are not federally taxable. Now, I mentioned changes to retirement account rules back in the ways that our government could rip us off. So, yeah, I think that could happen. I think it's actually likely that they'll reevaluate that Roth IRA, but the odds are really high that they would grandfather in any changes there, even with a windfall profits tax. So, I think that is a viable option, but I'm not a huge fan of storing my metals in a depository. I really am not. You got to pay the storage fees. And while you can take delivery, I got to say, it's my last option. Why? Because I want to hold my silver and gold in my hands. I want it in my vault. So anyway, what do you think? Do you still believe the government will come after your physical gold and silver by passing a law forcing you to surrender it? Do you see them doing another windfall profit tax act like they did back in the 80s, but this time targeting your precious metals? And would you ever consider parking some of your gold and silver in a private, bonded, protected vault? Please leave a comment down below. So thanks for watching, liking this video, and don't forget to click on the description of this video. There's a lot of cool links in there. And as always, I hope your day is A-OK.